Good evening, John. That night, I was like, that evening, in fact, like everyone in the world, like we heard about the bad news, you know, and I really tried to avoid going on social media and like seeing what happened, the photos and the videos. I tried my best to avoid it. But the next day, I felt like really bad because like I was in the same city where the thing happened and I couldn't do anything. I felt useless. So I went on Facebook and like I started reading this article about like families looking for missing relatives in Tunisia. So like, and with the article, there had been screen captures of tweets of those relatives. So like I zoomed in, I tried to like see who were these people, and I went on Twitter. Actually, I didn't have a Twitter, to be honest, like, but I found my dad's account. So like I went on it and I tried to find like the page where like they were looking for the missing people, and I tried to contact the relatives, and I like started calling hospitals, asking them like if they had these patients, like if they were wounded and treated in those hospitals. So that's how it started.
You weren't appointed by anyone. You took it on yourself. Let me ask you about one of the families you helped, the Stokers, John and Janet Stoker.
Oh, no.
A retired printer and his wife. What did you do for the Stokers?
What I did is that Samuel Stoker, I think he's the grandson of that couple, of the Stoker couple, and he was the first one I came across when I was looking for the families. So like I tweeted him, and like I was like, I do not even like know how to use the tweeting thing because like I'm not familiar with it, but I tried my best anyway. And like I said, look, I'm in Tunisia, I'm in Sousse, I can go to hospitals and look for your relatives if you want me to do that. He said he welcomed the idea. And I started calling all the hospitals. Well, he already told me that he called all the hospitals, but I was like, maybe the language barrier would like prevent some people from helping him. So I tried to do it like in my language. I couldn't find them, to be honest, and like I looked for a number. There was a number that the government put, you know, like with the list of the people who lost their lives, and I kept calling over and over because like they kept saying that the list is getting updated every now and then. I kept looking for them. By the end, like one of the girls that answered the phone in one of the private clinics in Sousse told me, look, like we got the names of the victims like from the staff of the hotel. There might be confusion. Come down to the hospital with the pictures of these missing people. Maybe one of the doctors or the nurses like came across one of them. So that's what I did. Actually, a friend helped, and like he went down to the hospital with me, and unfortunately like we couldn't find them. And I went home and I told Samuel what I did. I kept calling the green number again for like whether like the list was updated or not.
Forgive me for interrupting once again, but I'm just curious. The Stokers, we now know, sadly, were among the victims. They're dead. Your efforts were so extraordinary, but
yes,
having gone to all that trouble, how do you feel knowing that those people you tried to help, those people you tried to find, are dead?
It feels horrible, to be honest, because like they could have been my grandparents or my parents, you know, and like I felt really like not in a sense useless, you know. I couldn't help because like I know, like I was like wondering if I was in there, like if I was in the place of their relatives, what would I be feeling? Like, you know, they are thousands of miles away, and like they know nothing about that family, about their relatives, like, you know, for a day or more. I felt really bad and down and sad like for them, and I wish I could find them alive. Like I even had these flashes of like finding them alive, like, and like having them at my house at some point, like if they are fine, and like driving them to the airport. And like unfortunately like the opposite happened and we lost them. And I want to really say sorry for the Stoker family, everyone who lost a member of family at the accident.
You, of course, have nothing to apologize for. You're one of the unsung heroes of Sousse. Yusra Al-Zawawi, thanks so much for talking with us, and thank you for just stepping forward.